Hi, everybody. Hello. There's like a lot of you, and I don't stream at night usually. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it was my fault. It's because I didn't start the bot. And then I was like, it's going to be a whole thing. I'm just going to end stream and then start stream again. And then a bunch of people who were not the ones who tried to claim first and second and third originally got it. So now I feel terrible. um oh, that was from the other playlist. Is the music a little loud? Hi, maybe. How was your stream today? I was lurking. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Tolkien. Guys, I got to hang out with Flava today. Well, now it's like all happy jazz, chill, cool jazz. Now it's all cool jazz, not Flava Flav, Flava Fade. You feel like you just saw me. It's because you did. Maybe. Hi, Cupcake. Dude, the boys demolished the rest of that pizza. Figure says you're about to head to bed. Then go get some good sleeps, Shadows of Water. Don't you feel like you need to hang out just because I'm a doofus and decided to go live at 8:45 at night? My time. I'm aware that that's not what time it is where everyone is. Freaking blah, 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 blah. Look at me, I'm 9.5. I've got something to say. I have further evidence. I have further evidence of how much of a squirrel and a terrible streamer and an even worse friend I am. Cupcake, I'm so glad we got to hang out today. Thanks for driving all that way just so we could visit. It was awesome. I wish we had the chance to do it more often. You guys are both amazing. I'm just glad I got to give you hugs in person. I hope you're able to spend some good time with your fam and have, have sufficient time to it's important. So, Flava sent me this adorable package. First things first, look at this little cute thing. This is a gourd. Isn't this amazing? Flava saw it at a craft fair and was like, yeah, 9 kind of needs to have that. So thank you, Flava. This is so heckin' cute. And you can, I shook it and I was like, it's a gourd, isn't it? Isn't it just gorgeous? And then this was in there too, and this is why it took me so long to go get this package. And then I was like, well, I'll just open it in front of her, literally. And so now we have yet another rubber chicken to add. Hi, Outcast, to add to our army of rubber chickens. This company really does make the noisiest, in my opinion, the best, because they are the noisiest rubber chickens. Yeah. Yeah. Fold it in half like this. So So he's kind of got a little bit of a dent in the middle, but it's okay. I think it'll work itself out. Thank you. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you so much for thinking of me and for your lovely words. It was very sweet. I tucked the note away into my bag so I could save it. Thank you, my friend. I adore you. You're amazing. How do you know, genius? How do you know? Actually, Miro is in chat all the time. He may not be awake and paying attention to chat, but his account is in chat all the time. Miro never leaves. I thought I would just do a little, we're not going to be up till 2 a.m. because you guys know we're doing Unity Guild's raid train tomorrow. Get some good sleeps, Flava. You guys traveled all day. Again, huge shout out to Cupcake for bringing my pal Flava to come and see me. Not exactly on the way. In fact, the opposite direction. So, I do have an announcement to make. A really lovely thing came to my attention. I had kind of been expecting it and was waiting. And because of those of you who have signed up for Patreon, genius. No, genius. No, not that. Oh, I'm sorry, Sea Wolfpack. That stinks. Hopefully that's not an us issue. The Ether Knight. No, I don't know if that's possible anymore, but I'm not about to try and find out. I love my kids very much, and I'm happy with where we're at. Having teenagers and a grade schooler is enough of a challenge. I don't know how parents who have baby, toddler, elementary, middle school, high school, I don't know how they do it. No, I'm good. I send all of that lovely, as we like to call it, baby dust to people who want maybe even just their first kiddo. I've reproduced enough times. We've actually, I don't know that we would necessarily do this right at this moment, but we've even talked about whether or not we might be, up for like fostering or adopting. Try being a grandpa in your mid-40s. Goodness gracious, Outcast. I don't know though. You're probably better able to keep up with like a toddler grandbaby than you would be if you were 20 years older. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're super spry. Maybe you're going to be one of those people in their 60s who's like benching 700 million pounds. They kill you. Your brother has a 7-year-old and he's already 54. No shade thrown at older parents in any way, shape, or form. Lots of people, it just isn't the right time. They haven't met the right person, whatever. I'm just saying we've had 3. I'm fine. I ain't spry, hence why I'm hitting the gym. I don't know why I read it like that. Hi, Reader Rich. How's it going? Welcome in. He already gets comments about Grandpa bringing him to school. Ah, jeez. Anyways, your parents adopted your nieces and nephews. The little one turns 4 in July, and your mom is 54 in a couple of days. Goodness. No, you're all right, genius. So in order to offer annual subscriptions on Patreon, you have to have a certain minimum amount of support 3 months in a row. Makes sense. They want to see that you are not only, doing things that people want to support, but that whatever you promise through Patreon, you're delivering. That people aren't signing up for 1 month and then just, canceling, etc., which sometimes people have to do, and that's no big deal. But if you're not, holding up your end of the bargain, if you're not creating content, if you're not doing, if you're not fulfilling the perks that you said you would, etc. And we, as of this month, now have annual subscriptions available. And I have decided to give anyone who makes that commitment upfront a 15% discount on any paid Patreon pledge. Thank you, guys. You can't offer this until you unlock it. So now if you're willing to and able, you can sign up for an entire year and get 15% off. So huge thank you to all of you that are paid pledges on the Patreon. And something else I just want to make sure and mention again, because I know I mentioned it before, but I think we would have been able to manage it even if this weren't the case. But I just want to say thank you again to Art and Jest, to Brenda and the Jesters, because they gave away a year of one of our tiers, and that made sure that we were over for the third and final month. And I was hanging out in Brenda's stream today, and I had told her that privately. I had said, hey, I just want to thank you. Thank you for gifting that 12 months of good eggs tier to Odia, because, it ensured that we stayed over the amount necessary last month, and you helped us unlock annual subscriptions so I can give people a discount. And Brenda's just amazing and does a lot to support and to promote other people. So please, if you're not already following her, Miro just gave her a shout out. I think, I can't tell because my dashboard never wants to show things properly. I need to reload it. And there was all kinds of craziness going on in there because there's a new crayon fund recipient. And so what happens over there is a percentage of Twitch revenue goes to what Brenda has decided to call the crayon fund. And so I think so this month it is another organization that works with marginalized groups to be able to give them access to more creativity, like support. So that's super cool, and always a blast in there, a lot of chaos and fun, and hardly any art. But that's okay. That's the way we like it. So very cool that she's doing that. It's like, kind of like what Unity Guilds does just for like content creators in general, but this is like specifically focused on creatives. So very, very cool. What else?
Another one.
Flenda, congratulations on your tier 1 gift sub from Robot Wizard. Robot Wizard, what sticky would you like? And Flenda is what we call it when Brenda ends up on the floor. Thank you so much. I put cozy in the title. Okay. Vintage SoCal. I put cozy in the title. Cheese. Thank you very much. Okay. Just because we're talking about Brenda does not mean we need to summon Flenda energy. But thank you. And okay.
This is not a train, it's a land boat and it's on fire.
I deserve this. I deserve every second of this. I'm an absolute menace in Jang's chat, actually. I can't help it. The Super Fardio remix, that one is my favorite now. That's my new favorite. I will always love bacon pancakes, but thank you for the 500 bits in the sound alerts. Thank you, Vintage, for your 20. Yes.
On God, no cap, you bet.
Indeed. And also,
Thanks, 9.
you're welcome, Jang. You're welcome, Jang. Anyway, thank you guys for starting a hype train. I really appreciate it. Also, happy new farts. Yes. Thank you for the lurk, Jang. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. Thank you. Oh my God. You gotta let it back out. You can't do that. You have to let it back out. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Look at what shirt I'm wearing.
Better out than in, I always say.
I'm wearing my Cornholio shirt. Woo! Thank you very much. All right, you guys have tooted your way to 43% of a level 2 hype train. Thank you very much. Vintage, thank you for your 27-month resub. I appreciate you. I'm going to squeeze this rubber chicken 27 times for our friend Vintage Sogal. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Ready? This is your chance to turn the volume down. And a 1, or you turn it up. I don't know. You do whatever you want. And a 2. I'm not your mom. And a 3. Oh, let's do the Santa chicken. This is the new rubber chicken I got from Flava today. Ready? And a 1, and a 2. Oh, you want reverb? Okay. I can't say no. Ready? Go. Thank you. Thank you.
I want to thank you for
Oh my God. Well, back over here. All right now. Robot Wizard, thank you for gifting to Flenda. Vintage, thank you for your 27-month resub. Jang, yes, I know the reverb is on. Thank you for the 500 bits and the sound alerts. Maybe. Thank you for the 150 bits. Sea Wolfpack, thank you for the 100 steak in the dryer biddies. Robot Wizard, thank you, I think, for the reverse reverb fart. The 175 bits, the 200 bits, the 100 bits, the 150 bits, the 25 bits. Thank you so much. And Kat, thank you, and welcome back for 35 months. Ready? We're gonna squeeze this rubber chicken, this brand new Santa Claus rubber chicken that I got from Flava today, 35 times. Ready, go. that thing. Thank you so much. Oh man, thank you for the hype train. Oh boy, that thing is hilarious. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Okay. Anyways, we need to work on the blanket. I need to work on this blanket. It's a huge project. Oh, and the other thing. Wait. What was the other thing? Oh yeah.
Where are my feet?
What? Oh, well, you had a hat on while your hair was wet. You just need to comb your hair back down. You just need to go use a damp brush or comb. And you also didn't rinse enough of the conditioner out of your hair, but that's, whatever. I remember now. I was going to tell you guys, I did the math. 145.51 is our contribution from the stream for charity from last month, with $33 of sales in Team Quirky Cluckers merch for a grand total of $178.51. So we will be finding maybe even a couple of people to donate to their charity campaigns. Thank you guys. This is what we're doing now. Instead of if you do this level hype train, I give this amount to a charity, because sometimes we don't make it quite to a completed level 5. Like just now, we had a 72% of level 2 hype train, and that's wonderful. And sometimes there's been a hype train and people come in and do bombastic things. So that stuff doesn't end up counting. And I would rather do it where it's a percentage. This is similar to the idea behind the Crayon Fund. It has nothing to do with whether there's a hype train or not. Because I think I felt a little funny about oh, well, we were at almost a completed level 4. That's almost all the way there. And sometimes I would just go ahead and do it anyways. But I feel like this is a better, it guarantees that we will contribute to someone once a month. And our first recipient was our new friend Squatched, who has been coming in here. And there's no obligation for people to visit my stream, but he has ended up being a super sweet and very wholesome community member. And I encourage you to go and follow him and hang out with him. Anyone who will spend time on their streams, saying, hey, if you want to, instead of, anything else that you might do, here's a link to where you can, provide little red wagons and, help fund research so that maybe families never hear the words your child has cancer, or, for Starlight stuff, bring a gaming rig or a handheld and all that good stuff. So tomorrow we will be doing, so thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you guys. So, on a month that we do super well here in the channel, that means more donation to a fellow charity streamer. And we go in and do it while they're live, which is so much fun to get to see them react and get excited. And I just like helping people hit their goals and complete their, especially if they have a fun milestone coming up. That's always a good one too. We're almost to 10K raised lifetime on Tiltify, or we're very nearly to the end of our total amount goal for this campaign, or any of that, or lifetime raised for Starlight or St. Jude. And so since we did both charities last month, I'd like to split it up between them and do a little bit to each. Maybe even what I was thinking we would do, since the 33 should definitely go to St. Jude, is 50 to someone doing Starlight, and then the remainder to a St. Jude person, just to keep it, keep the math easy. I mean, or if you guys think we could divide it down the middle, because 33 certainly would be, the amount that would go to a St. Jude streamer would certainly cover the 33. I'm open to suggestions. if you guys are interested. Also, speaking of Patreon, for those people who are paid pledges, something that I have been considering doing for a while, and that I'm going to start asking for your opinion and your feedback, and also your availability, because I want to make sure as many people as possible can come to something like this, is Discord hangout / maybe also some streams that are only available to patrons. And trust me, I will do the best that I possibly can to do things like that at a time that works for as many of you that are paid pledges as possible. But clearly I can only do so much when it comes to like accommodating every single schedule out there. Like right now, our paid pledge numbers are, fairly reasonable and probably pretty manageable to find a time that works for almost everyone, I would hope. And that is obviously always going to be the goal. And I would love for, those of you that choose to support that way to be able to help me, figure out things like, maybe we find some fun ways to do the stuff we're going to do with charity for other people. And we have our own charity team, Team Quirky Cluckers. So I'm trying to, I have a meeting on Tuesday, I think it is, with Kevin from Big Table. And we're going to talk about doing a team. I'm going to tell him I think we should start with a team-based fundraiser with my team. So if any of you out there are interested in participating, we're going to try and maybe organize something. Possibly, Valentine's Day is very close. I might ask like, hey, would there be another time of the year, preferably not May, which is St. Jude Play Life season, and maybe not during the holidays, because I think that those are times that are pretty saturated with people doing charity. I think it might be more effective to do it at a time that isn't quite as heavy on that stuff. But then, there is a lot of camaraderie amongst folks that do charity, particularly around like Giving Tuesday and all that. So maybe that would be the time to do it. I don't know. Hi, Quilt Lego Mama. Welcome in. How you doing? Those are two things that are pretty fun to do. I haven't quilted myself, but I do have a sewing machine that I need to get out and finish a Japanese knot bag, a couple of them actually. But today we're going to be working on the corner-to-corner blanket. Yes, love. You want that already, huh? She's having a trouble getting back on a regular sleep schedule. So now she's asking mommy for help with her melatonin to help her be able to wind down. She's like her mother. She does not fall asleep easily sometimes. So maybe before I get started, we'll just run our 3-minute ad break that was going to happen in about 15 minutes early. And then that way they'll be off for another hour. You're more into Lego. You mostly stream Lego. You might have met me at TwitchCon if you went. I didn't go this last time. I couldn't, unfortunately. Yeah, I couldn't. I could not, unfortunately, attend TwitchCon this last time. I went to the one in Vegas, but I was unable to attend this time. I'll be right back. I'm going to help her with that real quick. And we'll run our ad break early so that it's not interrupting anything. Okay, thank you, everybody. I'll be right back in about, 3 minutes.
Did you make it?
I can hear you on my headphones, but I don't know where I put them.
Hey, 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 hey. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Hey. Ha.
Clip this.
Buttspot is not explainable. Your wife loves fart humor too, so you're used to it. This is for your wife. Please clip that and make sure you send it to her. Yeah, hun. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? Is the question. And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. Oh no. Thank you for the sub.
Okay. Oh, did I remember to put that in there? I did. Yeah. Before I didn't have the unmute my mic automatically as one of the steps of that multi-action on OBS. I remembered to do a thing, everyone. All right. Robot Wizard, thank you. You're on the desk.
Yeah.
That's the Donnie one. Okay. We are on. What row are we on of this project? No, I wasn't trying to click that computer. Row 101 out of
Welcome to the fart zone.
Golden.
Welcome
Oh my
to the fart
gosh.
zone. Welcome to the fart zone. Welcome to the fart zone.
Cool Lego Mama, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the subscription and welcome readers. Hi Golden. How you doing? Welcome to the fart zone. Did you mean these farts?
Welcome to the fart zone. Welcome to the fart zone. To the fart zone.
That's a pretty good fart zone, you guys. Good job. Golden, how was your stream?
Chicken attack!
I've known Golden for a long time. I hope you had a good stream. Thank you so much for reading. Welcome in, everyone. If you've never been here before, I'm 9 and I crochet, and I've been streaming for 6 years, and I have 3 kids and 3 dogs, 2 cats. I live in the Pacific Northwest with my husband. We own and operate a comic book TTRPG and TCG shop in St. Helens, Oregon called Pantheon Comics and Games, and our community loves to do charity. And let's see, I'm scrolling up. We were playing Palia. Nice. We played some Palia yesterday. Be one with the fart zone. And yes, thank you so much, Quilt Lego Mama. I appreciate that. Yes, that is Bricks O'Brien. Brian's an awesome friend of the stream. Golden, I still don't have a glider. I was actually thinking about playing some Palia tonight, but I don't know. We'll see if we get around to that. I am working on a 19,600 square corner-to-corner blanket of the St. Jude logo because I'm completely out of my mind. We auctioned this for St. Jude and my friend Becca_MTBC, who is perfectly capable of creating something like this herself, is a very accomplished crocheter, said, I would like to have that, please. And her auction bid was sufficient enough to cover an entire week's worth of meals for a St. Jude family. So if somebody told me, hey, if you just want to sit and, do something you already love to do, and then you get to give someone the present that is the thing that you made, and in return, they will cover a week's worth of meals for a St. Jude family. How does that sound? I'd be like, where do I sign up? And that's basically what happened. We've been supporting St. Jude for quite some time. Since shortly after I started streaming, I've been doing St. Jude campaigns since Play Live of 2019. And lifetime for St. Jude, we have raised $59,122.44. Thank you so much, chat. I really appreciate all of the love that you've shown St. Jude. Golden, do you have, first of all, do you have time to stick around and pick a sticky note and my pair eyewear since you're our first raid of the day? And also, do you have a link tree or a specific platform where you'd want people to come and check out, other stuff that you do? Like sometimes people are really into, posting their work on Instagram, or maybe they use Twitter more. If you have a link tree or something like that, we would love for you to share it. Just let us know before you have the link ready, and we'll give you a permit, so you don't get bopped by the bot. Yeah. I have a bunch of choices for sticky notes. We do these for sub-gifters and for raiding parties because you gave us the gift of your community, and that is very, very generous and kind. I have cheese, squid, garlic, bell pepper, fish. I have too many choices. Broccoli, cabbage, salmon, ham, and Spam. And there used to be more. There actually used to be more. We've run out of a couple. You have your own website, which acts like a link tree, but you also have Blue Sky, which you're most active on. Whatever you like. If your Blue Sky is on there, then, two birds. But you could also provide both. It doesn't matter to me. Just let us know when you have them ready, and we'll get you a permit. And then you also, because you're the first raid, you get to pick my pair eyewear. I was wearing the 8-bit hearts. I also have lime green, mint sparkle. So many questions and choices, Golden. But we love that you came here with your community. So pop art, rainbow knit, pumpkin pin dot, party chicks, cheetah spots, arcade maze, skulls and roses, Batgirl, purple sparkle, berry jam hexagons, cats and yarn, buffalo plaid, the irises, Grogu, and coffee beans. There you go. There's Golden's website and socials. And if there's a particular one of these that you'd like me to wear for the rest of the stream, please let me know. This is what you get for being our first raid of the evening. I've been crocheting since I was 7. My mom's friend taught me. I didn't do it, continuously that whole time. The berry jam hexagons, yeah, that one is cool. But I picked it back up in my 20s and then found that there was a lot of patterns for knitting. So I do actually knit as well. I taught myself to knit. I think anybody that learns crochet first, if you struggle and you're learning English, you should try and learn continental style knitting. I think it's easier to learn. But I love all the fiber arts and would try all of them. I would try all of them. We are very fond of rubber chickens. We do a lot of fiber arts, but we also do Lego here sometimes. I've done a little bit of Lego on stream. And we did this really adorable Hello Kitty Gundam. This one is really cool. It's really hard to find, unfortunately, because this would be such an awesome intro to it for kiddos. It was so easy to do. It doesn't require tools or glue. If you want to be real picky about any like little bits of plastic that are left on it, you could, use snips or a craft knife and get them out of there. But this is like hecking adorable, and everything just snaps in place. And then there's another part to this kit that I'll also do, but isn't that so cute? I love it. And then this came from my friend Flava today. I got to see my friend, our moderator Flava in the flesh today. It was great. For the second time, actually. You do embroidery for a living now? Oh, wow. It isn't manual. You program the machine, but it is really fun, and you get to make some really cool things because of it. I don't have bad feelings about that. I think that's cool. I think humans in small businesses are going to probably give a lot better quality control a lot of the time. So I think that's very cool. And that still requires, planning and time management and all kinds of other stuff that is important. And, problem solving, which is a creative act. So, I mean, a lot of times practicing in art is just a really fun form of problem solving. I want to make a thing that looks like this. How am I going to do that? You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. This isn't so bad right here, actually. It's just that it's like as you keep going, trying to move the blanket can be a bit daunting. Oh, also, I'm going to have to wind... Man, I should have done that off stream. I'm going to have to wind... Maybe we'll take a break in a bit here, and it's just that... I mean, or do you guys really... I feel like you guys will like watching me cake yarn. You wished you had your own equipment. Your hands are too shaky to hand embroider, though. Yeah, well, see, there you go. This is like, people can express themselves using things like that. All that stuff. Cake. What kind of cake do hamsters like? Caking is yummy content. Oh my god. Oh my, you hear the blanket moving difficulty. The bigger it gets, the more weight you have to shift. Yeah. Exactly, Mint Wizard. Welcome in. You tossed some cake recently because it went stale. We did some easy bake oven stuff because Moni got a couple of little, the little recipe things for Christmas for her easy bake oven. And I'm bound and determined to figure out a way to make like DIY, make DIY mini versions, because, the thing is, like, you're not going to sit there and easy bake oven like a whole cake's worth of batter. You tossed some cake because it went stale. What kind of cake was it, RC? And thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. I am personally, I'm a very social and extroverted person, but I know some people really prefer to lurk. And so I'm not going to call you out unless you speak up. And then I'll be happy to converse with you and maybe find out more about you. Your uncle asked if you brought an easy bake oven to college. You're not sure why he thought of that. Chocolate peppermint cake. Not a big mint sweet thing person. I don't like black licorice either. Chocolate with mint kind of makes that a little bit. easier for me to enjoy. I love mint and savory dishes. It came from your downstairs neighbor, I see. Oh, well, that's very nice. That was very nice of them. It was good cake. You just didn't finish it in time. Yeah. Depending on what it is in this house, that's never a problem. Ramona got a waffle cone with Maui Wowie sherbet at the pizza place. I almost got ice cream, but then I was like, you know, been having a little bit of heartburn here and there. Ice cream on top, that's a lot of dairy. Dairy's not supposed to be good for heartburn. Already had like 4 slices of pizza. They're not huge slices. They're like pretty small slices, but still. And we've eaten so much sugar over the last like 3 months. It's not even funny because my daughter's birthday is in November, plus there's Halloween. It like starts on Halloween and doesn't stop until my boy's birthday is midway through February. Posted a link in the recipes channel of an easy bake cookbook you found on Amazon. Thank you, Mindy. That is so nice. I will definitely take a look at that. That's really sweet. Kanara, who streams food and drink on the platform, was suggesting using an English muffin as the base for a little easy bake oven pizza. I thought that seemed like a pretty smart idea. But if you make like bread, there's also some bread recipes that that you could totally make pizza out of the rest of the dough. I worked for a guy who wrote a book about how to do that. And it won a James Beard Award. It's called Flour, Water, Salt, Yeast. By Ken Forkish. I worked for Ken for 5 of the 6 years. We moved to Colorado for a year. 5 of the 6 years that his full service restaurant was open, but he has retired from the restaurant industry now. He is an interesting person. He was a tech guy. He was working in tech in like Silicon Valley, I think. And after a while, he was like, I don't actually have to do anything I don't want to do anymore. I've made enough money that I could just go do what I want and do something that I'm passionate about. And he went to school to become a baker and opened a bakery in Northwest Portland and then a pizzeria on the other side of the river. And then he opened a full service, like sit down, nice, upscale. I wouldn't say fine dining because we weren't like wearing like, waiter uniforms, and a lot of restaurants in Portland don't really do that. Unless they're a chain. But the bread that he kind of built that whole empire on, we baked in the restaurant inside of a little bakery that was inside the building. And we also did all of our own pastries, all our own desserts, and any kind of bread. Bread for service, buns for hamburgers. You need to go get something to eat then. Golden, go take care of yourself. Thank you. I appreciate you. The raid is so generous and sweet. Never feel like you need to stick around. Please go practice some self-care. Get some noms. And I wasn't trying to torture you. One day you got a text from your downstairs neighbor. Hey, do you like cake? Yeah. You want cake? Sure. I'll be up in a couple minutes. He gave you cake. You went, thank you. But I also have to ask, why do you have extra cake? My roommate likes making cake. So you have a lot of cake. Yes. If you like it, let me know. And there will probably be more cakes in your future. Will do. You went to your friends and went, I'm not sure if there will probably be more cake in your future. Was a threat or a promise? Oh my. Oop, I did one too many double crochets there. This is like how a fairy tale that starts where, they're tricking somebody though, RC. I hope everybody's New Year's off to a good start. I am excited about, working on this space down here in my house. Getting some IRL content going. I decided not to bring up the idea of streaming today when hanging out with Flava because I love, going out and doing IRL stuff with you guys. But I just wanted to just be in the moment enjoying the time with my friend. So not everything has to turn into content, right? I did take the stuff with me just in case we decided we wanted to do that. I wasn't sure how much time we would have. But they had to get on the road again because the weather up where they were headed, up at their destination, was starting to look kind of nasty. Oh yeah, another thing that I didn't mention just now when we got a raid was that I can't believe I forgot. I was invited by Twitch to be a founder of the Artists and Makers Club on the platform. It's a really awesome organization, or I should say it's a really awesome group facilitated by Twitch to help people who do art and making content have a space to connect, to network, to find out about Twitch opportunities and other things like that, to do workshops and seminars, and overall just sort of help, promote people who, categories that have traditionally not had as much support because Twitch is so heavily geared toward gaming. And, many of us that do art and making content also game. But if you stream things, and there's 6 different clubs. So there's DJs, IRL, music, VTubers, coding and co-working, and artists and makers, art and making. If you and if you're like, I don't know, I do brick building, I do Lego, I don't know if I qualify. You do. We have brick builders, we have model builders. I don't, I do machine embroidery or whatever. Yes. Apply. And it's not at all like there's a minimum viewership you need. The only requirements are you are 18 and over and you are affiliated or partnered. That's it. That's all that needs to happen for you to be able to be accepted. Not just to apply, but, yes, apply, but they're not going to turn you down. Oh, I need to look at my chart. Because I think... I need to do... I need to switch to... white. Yeah, the frosting is not the most important part to me. I actually am more about the cake than I am the frosting personally. Let's see here. I think I'm on the right row. No. I was actually on row 102 then? Is that it? Because that's 3, then 2, 2. Yeah, 3, then 2. It's hard because you kind of have to read this upside down and backwards. the chart, you kind of have to read it upside down and backwards in a way. I think this is correct. That looks right. Yep. But I only need to do 2 squares of the white, and then I have to switch back to red. And we're gonna start getting into where there's more of the white yarn. But this whole time I have not been using bobbins because it's only 2 colors in this design, and especially with the red around the white logo, it's like a lot of red. So I'm not fooling with bobbins when, you know, potentially that would mean having to have, I mean, and you can, yes, there are bobbins that will hold more yarn, but those still wouldn't hold as, you know, like this way I can just do a huge cake and just keep going. There's no reason to have like extra ends to weave in. Yeah, some people, you know, say they really enjoy that as just like a hobby and an activity. I mean, you never know. Maybe, I don't know what they do for a living, but maybe they work in food and they're trying to get better at, you know, something that will benefit them at work. I have no idea, but yeah, that's cool. I'm not one for all the roses and the whatever when I bake a cake. If I put frosting on, I just do my best to cover the outside of the thing. And this is why I prefer pie. Because, dude, I love the crust. I love fruit. You can make a pie that has chocolate mousse in it, and there you go. You got your chocolate and your bread product. And you just bake the thing. You don't have to do a bunch of frosting and decorating afterwards. Dude, pie over cake any day. Now, that said, I do like quick breads, which are basically cake. Banana bread is really pretty much just cake, okay? It's just in a loaf pan. No one ever looked at a pie and had to make sure there was the pie equivalent of fondant on it. I hate fondant. It's just I understand why people use it. It's so bad. As far as food quality, like taste of something and texture, dude, I do not need to eat to wonder what would it be like if somebody mashed like a bunch of butter into some ground up crayons. Pie has never had that problem. And they both go great with ice cream, but I would argue that a warm slice of pie with ice cream, there's no way. You can't have cake. I mean, you could warm up a piece of already baked cake, but you don't eat cake right out of the oven or like shortly after you've taken it out of the oven with ice cream. And the pie is like warm and the ice cream's cold. The juxtaposition of the temperatures. Again, if you prefer cake, thumbs up for you.
What if your cake was shrink wrapped and then they forgot to take the wrapping off before serving? Oh, geez. That would be bad. Kay, how you doing?
Are you streaming in a bit, Kay? You finished off the last leftover apple pie you have, a la mode. You were going to try to finish off the cake, but I heard the results. Now you have to finish off the peanut butter pie and multiple cookies. Yeah, like I said earlier, I didn't get ice cream at the pizza shop because I was like, man, we have had so much sugar. I'm not, like, concerned about anything other than that, you know, a lot of sugar in your diet's just generally not good for anyone. Here and there as a treat, right? Even, you know, if there's something sweet that you like to have daily. But I mean, it was a lot. Like I was eating like 3 or 4 cookies a day at least. Big cookies, because I make them like this. I don't make little tiny. What is this? What is that? That's Cookie Crisp. It's like the cereal. I want a cookie the size of my face. Not tonight, Kay. Please, everybody, though, give my friend Kay a follow. He's awesome. Yeah. Oh, and were you here when I said that I got an email back and they're sending a replacement? They didn't ask me to return anything or anything like that. For the mug. You like a frosting over fondant. Cupcakes are great, but you don't need it to be equal parts cake and frosting. And you like a moist cake. Thank you, Robot Wizard. Why didn't that fire off? Thanks for the 100 bits. Why didn't that fire off that alert? Chewy. I prefer a chewy cookie. Unless it's where like they have gotten that nice crispness to the edges, but then they're still chewy in the middle. Those are really good. Then you get the best of both worlds. Whatever. Okay, it depends on the cookie too, right? Like, I don't want a chewy, what are those little Danish butter cookies, you know? The little shortbread cookies that everybody's grandma has in the tin, and then grandma keeps the tin, and you think there might be cookies inside of it, so you open it up. Hi, Krusty. You open it up, and inside is like a bunch of mahjong tiles or something. Those are getting added to the grocery order. Yeah, they're pretty good. You know what I really love that's not as sugary as some of those desserts when I'm feeling like I want a snack and I don't know if I want something savory or sweet? Show of hands. Who pops their own corn? Anyone? Any of you pop your own corn? Like, not in a microwave, but on the stove? Sounds like the tin your mother used to keep all her random buttons. Yep. Your old roommate did. It is really not that difficult. And it tastes so much better. I encourage you to try it at least once. You just buy the loose kernels instead of the, bags. Although you can, if your microwave is not working, scrape the kernels and all the gunk from the inside of the microwave popcorn into the pan. Do you like how I called that gunk? You have an air popper, but it's so flavorless unless you then spray it with seasoning stuff. I often use like an avocado oil blend, something with a high smoke point. You just put enough in there to cover the bottom of the pan so that all the kernels will get covered in it. You don't want like a ton of oil in there. I don't even measure it anymore. And then you cover the bottom of the pan. I don't measure the popcorn either. I just pour it in until there's a single layer of popcorn kernels on the bottom of the pan. But I actually heat my pan first. So I put the oil in and I put 5 kernels in there. And when those 5 kernels have popped, and you may have to play around with like the temperature, but once you have all this memorized, it's really not that big of a deal. And it's so much better. My husband, the first time I made it, he goes, "It tastes like there's butter on it. But I know you didn't put butter on it." I'm like, I know, right? It has this buttery texture to it that is so much better than microwave popcorn. And you can go ahead and put butter on it. In fact, your pan's going to be nice and hot after you dump that popcorn out into a bowl. Once the 5 kernels pop, you just cover the bottom of the pan in 1 layer of popcorn kernels. And then you just shake it over that medium heat for like however long it takes for all of the kernels to pop. And, you know, you count, oh, 1, 2, okay, they're done because there's like 2 seconds of silence between pops. If you want, you can put just a little more oil in the bottom and put some sugar in there after the first few kernels pop. You don't want to do it at the beginning or you'll burn your sugar. Yes, you do need to shake it like a Polaroid picture. And also need to make sure you write in permanent marker on the bottom that you were making popcorn. A pot. I usually use, you know, a pot about this big around and about that deep to make like enough for me and the kids. But if you put sugar in there when you put the when you put the rest of the popcorn in, and make sure you shake it and don't have that heat turned up too high or you'll burn the sugar. But if you're shaking, and you don't have to do it continuously, as long as you're shaking at least every like 15 to 30 seconds, shaking for like 5 seconds, you'll have kettle corn. That's how you make kettle corn. It's not difficult. You can do it. I promise. And then you can control the salt level, or you can add whatever other stuff you want to it. I've done it with brewer's yeast. I've done it with shaking the popcorn or your butt. Genius, that sounds like a decision that you're going to have to come up with an answer to. Both. Yes, exactly. Yes, the answer is yes. Why not both? ¿Por qué no los dos? Yeah, genius. Get to shaking. And then maybe also put some shake and bake in the oven. It's shake and bake, and I help. No, that there some sort of a joke or something going on with Dad up there. I have to go get. I have run out. I've run out of red right here, so I got to go get big. Oh wait. Mega ball. I have to go get the mega ball and do some caking. Does it bore you guys? I mean, I don't know if I should even worry about that, but do you want a game to play while I do it, or? Sure. There's that pair matching game. Here, you know what I'm going to need is, no matter what, I'm going to need to clear this space because I always end up cluttering stuff up. Excuse me, right here. And to go grab the big ball of yarn over there. You're going to need a mod from Australia. Here I am. He hath been delivered unto us. That's where I need the harp sound. Did I download that? Hold on. Oh, that's a good one. There. I like noises. And then you drop down from the clouds above. Needs a blasting fart at the end. You know that I don't have any fart noises directly on my stream deck. Aww. Yeah. That's... have those sounds. That's giga cringe. Oh my goodness. I actually don't. I give you guys all of the buttons to make the farts. See? That's that. I'm helping. All right. Here, these three. Can you, oh, wait. Oh, why didn't I think of this before? That you can just drag stuff over. Oh, that's an animal noise, so we need to put that in the animal sounds thingy. Okay, sounds 2. This is the clown horn. What was this? It's a little loud, huh? It gets a little loud towards the middle. Yeah, it does sound like the Simpsons. This one is like something from a 70s children's show. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, listen, I tried to tell them that there's too many fart noises and I don't need. I know. I'm sorry. Well, listen, but they told me I have to put fart noises on the stream deck, so I guess that's what I got to do. I got to go. Bye. I love you too. Yap too? Heck no. Absolutely not. There will not be an exclamation point yap too if I have anything to do with it. If I have any kind of say, and I do, because this is my channel that you guys have helped me keep going for 6 years. Or those tribbles. It's just, they're from Epidemic Sound. That's where I get some of my sound effects, and that's the music we're listening to right now. I'm going to go grab the ball. The mega ball. I'll be right back. Man, we talked about food too much. I'm hungry now. Oh, okay. Oh, I think Kim and I are just gonna do some crafting. Kim has a project to work on tomorrow. What's made out of leather and sounds like a sneeze? Shoe. Welcome in, Toker. How's it going? Oh! Graphic content incoming. Dude, the yarn barf. It can be very disturbing. It's like pulling the giblets out of the turkey before cooking. You were thinking the same thing. No, I'm trying to avoid this situation. You stop it. I'm being so patient. You just knock that right off. I mean it. Don't be rude. Oh, now you. Oh, I see. Yes, you think you're so funny, huh? Nope, not today. Hi, DJ! You tell that yarn. The yarn cowers back into cave. And this is me. Boof! Boof, boof, boof! What do you do with this? Wind it into a better ball yourself? Yes. Working from a cake from a ball that large, which is awesome and everything, like if it's the only yarn you're using or whatever. But because I'm trying to do this where like red, white, red, it would be extremely unwieldy to have 3 of those mega balls. Oh, you dirty names. You dirty names. Look at this. There's a factory knot like that far into the yarn. That is not okay. We're gonna already have a knot, and then we would have another knot right after that. I think not. Okay. Yes, I'm aware you can see my florid stuff back there. Don't worry. I made sure there wasn't any, incriminating information or anything like that visible here. Yeah, right? I think it's very rude.
Building Robot Wizard firmware, version 1.2.2. For me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn. A big lump with knobs. It has the juice. It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. I can tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. And when I tried it with butter, everything changed.
We need to figure out which one of the robot hamster songs is your favorite that I had the robots make for our robot hamster friend. Corn rules. You brought up the corn song with cousins, and then you all sang the corn song while your aunts and uncles looked on in confused fashion.
Runs on his wheel in excitement.
Dope. See, we were talking about Homer. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, thank goodness. I have gotten the yarn tangled in these gears, and it is not a fun time. Ah! They say that this is a worsted weight. Yeah. I think it's a little thinner than that, which is why I ended up having to adjust the design. There we go. Come on. What's that? As always, a pain with the first middle part of the ball before it's hollowed out enough not to get caught on itself. Oh my goodness. Hi, Asper B. How are you? Welcome in. Print one of these winders. I will say I do like movie theater popcorn because I like the movie theater butter. Senses tingling? What does that mean? Just waking up and the temps outside are making you want to cancel plans. You can apparently DoorDash from movie theaters, including the collectible popcorn containers. Really? You've considered it. We went to the movies and it was outrageously expensive for all 5 of us. Outrageous. Because I'm not like my mom and I don't sneak a big, huge, enormous bag full of snacks into the movie theater. She used to make literally a brown paper grocery bag's worth of popcorn. It's 10 degrees Fahrenheit and supposed to get colder. That's pretty darn cold already. Your grandma would take you to the Dollar Tree next door and buy candy there first. I mean, honestly, I can't blame her. It's even back then it was kind of expensive. You sneak peanuts into hockey games all the time. You've got a chain by you that does full service food and drink to the seats. Used to go once a month or so as a treat, but it was always so pricey. Food was really good though. Right. Yeah, they have a bunch of those in Portland. There's also some that are not so spendy that are like usually like a pizza type thing. All the McMenamins properties in Oregon that have a movie theater in them, they took like a bunch of old like schools and stuff like that and renovated them into, some of them even into like hotels. One of their properties we've gone to concerts at is Edgefield, and I believe they have a movie theater. They also have a full-size pool and all this other stuff, but they have a huge outdoor concert area. Movie theaters have it tough. They can't technically make money on the movies, so they have to make it on snacks and add-ons. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Might as well wind. The rest of this. We very briefly considered serving beer and wine, maybe even just like after a point of time in the day at the shop, because there is a license that's not like a full-on fully OLCC liquor license. Because if you want to serve liquor in the state of Oregon, you have to have 5 distinct hot food items on a food menu available at all times that you are serving those types of beverages. I took the test just a couple of times. And, you know, for little places, that's just kind of not really like a thing that they want to have to do.
Chicken attack!
You're very one task at a time. Eat. Is that another... That's another factory knot. That's 2 in the same ball. What's the point of these balls if they're going to have factory knots in them? 2 of them. Oh no, Ruthless Goes just the normal stuff. You know, I mean, this is bargain yarn, so it's bargain acrylic yarn. It's nice and soft, but the idea is to be able to get a lot of it for very little money, and it's not as scratchy as Red Heart. It's meant to be like budget or value yarn. Wonder if that's why Billiards Hall nearby in South Dakota was serving the worst freezer food out of a toaster oven imaginable. Yep, probably. Oh, or San Diego, not South Dakota. Local movie theater is next to a food court. They say no outside food drink, but they never check for obvious reasons. We don't do that. We don't tell people they can't bring their own food in, but we did have to talk to some people about they were leaving all their trash. And we're like, look, we have one. It is, isn't it, Chris? Hi, Chris. We have one tiny trash can to share between us and the salon next door. You have to pack out your trash, particularly when it has nothing to do with anything we sell in here. Sorry, you know, like, come on. We can't handle that level of. We just don't have the space for it. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We can let the ads play. Thank you, Miro. Ads in 3 minutes. We have a 3-minute ad break in 3 minutes. And there's a couple different ways you can turn that off. And you can also just get up and go get yourself a beverage or something. No, I haven't. I don't need more yarn right now, actually, Quilt Lego Mama. I have way too much already. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 huge 70-quart plastic tote bins down here besides what you see in the background. Oh, I know. And even the services that we used to be able to avoid all the ads on Robot Wizard, they're now figuring out all these ways to force you to have to watch them. Even when you're paying for something now. They're like, oh, well, you're on the basic plan. So you still have to see ads. I do not need any more yarn. I do not. Chris, I hope you're having a good new year. dentist's office next to is next door to a Dunkin' Donuts. Your sister worked in childcare. They found the brand of movie theater popcorn, circus popcorn that isn't brand owned. If I want to make movie theater popcorn, Well, you don't need to. I got my husband and the kids the Nightmare Before Christmas set for Christmas this year. The boys are up there right now, though, playing Commander with Dad. Dad just wants to play Betrayal at House on the Hill. This ball hasn't been as difficult as the first one was. That first one was real bad. The second one was easy. This is like childbirth. That third one better not be really like Are they following my first one was not so fun. It was kind of long. Middle one was pretty easy, comparatively. You bought the Lord of the Rings hammer popcorn bucket for a friend. He's just gonna ship it out. The thing is ridiculous. He's gonna use it for a dice roller for his TTRPGs. That's really smart. He has not been the traitor yet. Ooh, 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 ayo. Oh, I thought that was Conan. It's you, Seabus. It's usually one of the two. Sometimes that's a cat yoy thing, too, to come in and do that. How you doing? How you doing, Seabus? Oh, man. We made it so far, and this is where we're at now. I have a shop. Anna Artsian. Anna Artsian. I'm not sure how I should say your name. I have a shop. I don't sell blankets in there. Both, sort of. The fourth wall has merchandise too that's not made by me, that's printed on demand. Like a lot of streamers, I have a fourth wall where you can purchase stuff with like my logo on it, like t-shirts and hoodies and machine knitted beanies and things like that. But there are some handmade items there as well. And then my Etsy is pretty chill. The only thing I really sell on Etsy are Blue Yeti windscreen covers. Primarily, those end up getting picked up by ASM artists. Yeah. Miro already put the command in the chat. Oh man. Almost made it to the end of this without a real tangle. Like, it threatened to tangle a few times and I managed. See, we're so close to the end here. This is the point of life that I've reached. It is extremely unlikely that this amount of yarn is going to be the amount of yarn that I will have needed to finish this project. So I just cut it. Because I don't have the patience to figure that out right now. Miro's pretty efficient. Okay, I gotta fix the camera here. I should put this away while I'm thinking about it. We tested this out the other day. It's a pretty good quality microphone. I'm not sponsored. I've not been compensated or provided anything for free. It is a DJI Mic Mini. And the sound quality is pretty decent. I bet when there's no walls involved, it'll have even better range. Mirobot equals best bot. Okay. And you can pair it via Bluetooth. So the sound quality and range and all of that is going to be better when you're using the receiver hooked up to a phone. the nice thing about that too is now I'm going to have the other cake for when I run out of this. How far out? That's as far out as I can zoom. Here, we could move this. I'm excited that we're getting close to giving away our Texas Hula yarn bowl. That's going to happen when we hit 10,000 followers. And we're at 9,633. How you doing, Ghost? I hope you're good, friend. I think I can do this other double crochet here, and then this is where I'll attach the new yarn. Hi, Beagle. How you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. This is an enormous project. I am about 25% of the way through. So we're on row 102. Huge shout out to Cranston who helped me with a spreadsheet to be able to figure this out. We're 26.3% finished. 26.3%. Yeah, it's definitely going to be at least queen size, probably more like king size. I mean, a king size blanket is a big blanket. I forget how many inches that is. Hi, Asher. Welcome in. Too many. So royal. Can we have a fancy shout out for So Royal, please? Uh-oh. There's yelling upstairs. You've been well. Worked quite a bit over the last 2 to 3 weeks. One person got fired and another was sick. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. That's always really rough. When you're one of the few people standing, as it were, at work. Especially this time of year. Do your kids go back to school Monday, Soro? Ours go back on Monday. Oh, I meant to mention this before. We're more than halfway to a sticker party. And every time we have a sticker party, we also do a sticker sheet giveaway. And there was a couple people who won some giveaways recently for fourth wall stuff that I didn't get their choice in chat. I need to go back and look because my mods are amazing and help me keep track of stuff like that. So there's also a ton of other things that I need to send out, like the Steam codes and stuff. She was fired the day before Christmas and she was supposed to work the Christmas swing shift. You'd like getting that time and a half, but you were so dead tired. Oh, I bet. I'm glad that they do that for you, though, on a holiday. You start the new job and dance starts back up and hubby is being thrown into home/taxi duties. You get out there and you make them big bucks, Soro. I hope that this is like a happy, like a positive change. Yeah, congrats on the new job. You're gonna slay.
Yas, queen, slay.
Yep. See, look at that. Thank you. Don't we just have the best mods, everyone? Don't we? Where's the aw sound? There it is. We do. You guys are pretty radical. I happened to notice that the Starlight spring stream stuff was up on Tiltify, and I already made my campaign. And they're like, yeah, Starlight says we don't want you guys to actually be able to open these until January 31st. I'm like, you punks. Hubby retired from his 22 years in the military, so it's your turn, and you don't mind. The job is something you're excited for, and it pays really well. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Congrats to your hubby. Congrats to you. Here's to a new chapter in your lives. That's cool. And, you know, hey, it's hard. It's like, it's just the way it is sometimes. It's just the way it works out. It doesn't necessarily have to have anything to do with like gender roles or anything like that, right? But oftentimes, one person ends up being the person who's at home, and the other person ends up being the one who works outside the home. And when you have kids, you know, there's a lot that needs to happen. Like, you know, transportation, etc. And like childcare is very expensive. So it's pretty common for one parent to stay home with the kids. And sometimes people will swap. So you're just swapping. And so does that mean he has like pension and everything and all that stuff already from the military? So that's nice, because then you guys are not just relying on your income from this new job. You're not ready for your classes to start again on Monday? I know. You're gonna do great, Asher. You're gonna do great. And welcome in, Cyberjeep. Thanks for the hello. I really loved the new Twin Peaks reboot. I know a lot of people think David Lynch is just weird for weirdness sake, but I don't think that's true. Or even when he is, there's still like somehow is actually kind of like a story there. He may not have even known what story he was presenting to you. I think he's kind of all about that, like letting people make up their own minds about what his art is. At least for one, you get to make some sort of text-based meme from what you glanced over. Oh, interesting. Okay, we're about to start row 103. What is something that you would like to accomplish this year, chat? I don't know how I feel about the idea of resolutions, but I feel like, you know, thinking about what you'd like to be able to do in the coming year and writing it down. There's studies that show that people who write down their goals are like way more likely to Robot Wizard, to be honest, you could show a couple trolls a thing or two on this platform. You want to get into better shape? Yeah. I want to spend more time outside. And that can be just a natural consequence of that, right? Getting your smile back. Oh, good. That's a good one. You'd like to get more pre-made plushes done and put in your Ko-fi. Getting your business and more diverse content started. He does have retirement, but it's not nearly enough to survive off of, right? It usually isn't. So one of you had to work full-time. You've been working from home part-time, but that won't cut it. Yeah. Well, we've been so fortunate to be able to do what we both do to bring income in. Like it's extremely difficult for my brain to process sometimes because, you know, we did think, okay, well, maybe at one point we'll be able to open our own place, like a restaurant. And I would have gladly done that with him. Was working in food like my passion and my dream from childhood? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Absolutely. But he was really good. He was a really good cook and not a pretentious stuck-up jerk about it. But that's kind of why he had to quit. That and a lot of the types of food that he cooked professionally were really hard for him to eat with the diabetes. So you've been a commercial insurance agent for the last 9 years. You happen to be pretty good at it, but sheesh, it's definitely not your dream job. Well, but so I've said this before too, right? So, like a lot of us don't, if it pays super well so that you can do a lot of things that you love, right? And not worry, not have stress over your bills. And it's not like a horrendously like stressful or unpleasant occupation. Then, you know, some people are like, I'll do that. I'll make the money. And then I'll go and do the things I find fun as the hobbies. And they're not interested in monetizing their hobbies. They just want to work their job that they're good at, get their paycheck, and then have their other stuff that they're into. And there's nothing wrong with that. And not everyone, because they enjoy doing something creative, has to turn it into a profession. Because for some folks, as soon as there's the idea of, you know, making a living from it, it robs it of, you know, the very qualities that made it something they wanted to do in the first place. So insurance has the possibility to pay super well, but it often ends up being more than full-time, and you're not interested in that. Yeah, see, that was the thing I didn't want to do unless it was a place I was going to run, like with my husband. I did not want to manage restaurants for other people. I successfully avoided managing restaurants for like, I don't know if I want to tell you. It's a really long time. Let's just say I started waiting tables when I was 18. And that I pretty much didn't stop until until 4 years ago now. Almost 5. Is it 5 years? It's over 5 years. I haven't been a restaurant employee for over 5 years now. Except I gave my number to the lady at the pizza place today because she said they're looking for help. And I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe I could pick up a couple of shifts at a pizzeria. I don't know. I think I miss hanging out and talking to people in person a little bit. I don't do that very often anymore. Pumpkin knobs, it has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. I could tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. When I tried it with butter. Wait, did I turn? Oh, we started the next row. I need to, We're on row 103. You work for insurance currently. You don't hate it, but obviously it isn't something you're super into. That's why you're currently taking classes towards your BA in graphic design. See, and that's the other thing. You can work that secure job, go to school part-time, and be working towards something else and not have to do it at breakneck speed. You very much miss the social aspect of adults. You spend all day with your small children, then teach other small children, and only talk over the phone to adults. This will be nice. Agreed. I feel like when I get the chance to go down to the shop for the day and be down there just helping customers who are mostly adults. We do have families that come in, but it's kind of almost sort of odd to be, only talking to adults. You've been out of the industry for just over a year now, and you're so glad. You can see yourself possibly picking up a few shifts here and there in the future, but you're so much happier doing what you do now, even if it pays less. Yeah, it's rough. Like I said, we were stuck in this loop of like, I don't want to manage because then I'd be gone all the time. But we can't afford a house. But I wouldn't be getting paid that much more as a restaurant manager, and not even necessarily guaranteed things like, decent health insurance coverage and stuff like that. So like, where's the benefit? You know what I mean? You work more hours, you have more responsibility. It's basically so that you can move on to managing a different restaurant when the one that you work at closes. I don't, you know what I mean? It's like, I didn't see any real benefit in it. You'd rather have see, that's what we said. It was like my husband he managed restaurants all throughout our relationship and for a long time prior. He was 17 years old and they had him managing the Taco Bell. Like, you worked food service for a while in your 20s. It was a sports bar. And the next step up was bartender. You did 2 shifts behind the bar. And you noped that real hard. It wasn't for you. I liked bartending. I liked bartending better than serving. I liked making drinks. I liked making conversation. I liked that there was a lot less pressure on me to like provide some, fanciful, prescribed experience. Depending on the place you work at, because like the last place that I worked at, even though there was a bar in there, it was definitely like a lot of people would sit at the bar, but they'd want to have like a really nice meal. So they actually had to like really give like good detailed service at our bar for food and stuff. It's not like I'm saying I didn't want to have to deal with that. It was just a more relaxed sort of interaction with the guest, which I preferred. Your dream is a crafty cafe supplied by your own little farm. Oh, that's so sweet. That's awesome. You could see yourself being a doorman or a greeter. Yeah. That's a fun job too, and very low pressure. Hey, hello everyone. Welcome in. Could I take your jacket for you? When you were a call center at the same insurance company you're at, they made it seem like management was the only way to get paid more. So glad that isn't the case, as you got a decent pay bump and they moved you to, yeah, well, they're going to always try and paint the position they need you to fill, or that they have a hard time getting people to want to fill, as like the positive, or they'll try and paint it as the only track forward. You got slung into it on a busy Saturday night when you were down to, oh yeah. Yeah. There's a certain level of experience past which, you know, you can handle yourself fairly well, probably in most, like, I would walk into a restaurant, I'd look at them and go, hey, are you guys hiring? They'd say, yeah. I'd be like, hey, I have my resume right here. They'd look it over, and sometimes someone would look up from my resume and be like, when can you start? And I'd be like, oh, we need help, don't we? And they're like, yeah, we actually kind of like have a big hole in our schedule tonight. Would you be able to wait tables tonight? Are you comfortable doing that? And I'd be like, let me at 'em. Same dance, different dress. If I can't figure this out by now, you know, I'll ask for help. I'll just, you know, we'll make it work. And they'd be like, oh my God, you're a lifesaver. Now, I also had jobs where they would take my resume, then they would call me, then I would have a first interview, then I would have a working interview, then I would have a second working interview, and then I would still not get the job sometimes. And that's really irritating. But whatever. Yeah, I understand. They want to make sure it's a good fit because, you know, it can be hard to find decent employees in an industry that's so transient, but it's because people are treated like they're expendable by a lot of places that other people treat the job that way, if you ask me, a lot of the time. Yeah, sure, there's people who are just irresponsible, but servers also just aren't, and kitchen are not really always treated like they are important to the business. And that's really tough. You know, the whole tipping system, and don't get me started. I'll go on and on. When you did go for team lead, you were told you were too organized for the position. When swimming capybaras use their long, stiff whiskers to navigate. That's cute. But yeah, restaurant work is, I think, you know, it can be a convenient way to like make some extra money. Some people are truly very, you know, into like food, and that's their passion, and they it is an art to them, and I have huge respect for that, and like making wine and all of that. And then the folks who, you know, serve it, providing really great, really intuitive service is a skill and an art. And I can respect that some people are totally that they love the industry and they want to stay in it so they can, you know, keep doing that, and that they make it their life's work and all that. But it wasn't ever what I wanted to do. Wendy, you're not irresponsible. Quit saying that. Oh, I said something about irresponsible. I did say something about irresponsibility. I don't even remember what now. Okay. On this row, we just have another 2 squares of white when we get to that section, that part of the blanket. Do you guys want to see the whole chart so you can see where I'm at? You were a support staff at a bar and wanted to be a waiter. You were basically told yeah. And that's what ends up happening. Irresponsible of me to forget my irresponsible comment. That happened to me because I was working lunches, and I didn't I wanted to work dinners, which were, first of all, less breakneck. In a diner, I love it. They know what they want. You take the order, you put the order in, you bring the food and the check at the same time. They pay, they're out. It's awesome. And that's it. But I don't like trying to turn tables in a nice restaurant at lunch. It just stinks. You got people who are in there having business meetings and whatever, and the manager's breathing down your neck about like, I need table 2 back like right now. And you're like, I'm not going to rush them. You can go over there and tell them. I'm not doing your dirty work. You overbooked. Yeah, you need table 2 back, and they just ordered dessert and cappuccinos from me. So good luck with that. I'm sorry. You know, what am I supposed to do? How do I get a table back from somebody who just ordered another course? Just tell people there's going to be a wait. It's part of what this is. Like, that's your job. Sorry. You know? And I also did a lot of hosting, so I know that, like, a lot of times there's wiggle room that people don't realize they have. But at any rate, yeah, I don't know. They wanted to keep me at lunches because I was efficient and knowledgeable, and I showed up on time, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I went the extra mile, and I asked, hey, what steps do I need to take to be moved up to dinners? That's what I really want. So I'm going to be clear and ask you that. Like, we would have employee reviews. It was a corporate restaurant, and we would have reviews. And I'd be like, hey, I wouldn't say this, but I'd be like, I'm not going to climb the corporate ladder here. But, like, you know, I enjoy working here, and I feel like we serve good food. I wasn't looking for anywhere else to work. I liked the people I worked with there and all that stuff. But when they kept hiring new people in and giving them like 2 lunches and 2 dinners, and then just moving them to dinners ahead of me, I was like, oh, I see. You need to get used to being in bed before midnight, you guys. Love you, Soro. Hey, congratulations again. You know, I'm excited for your new adventure. Who knows? Maybe you'll meet some friends who are other crafty nerds. Was I wearing the Cornholio t-shirt during my review? No, but I would have, totally. Night-night. Sleep well, friend. The great Cornholio. He needs TP for his bunghole. Yes. My sister sent me this shirt. This is actually the one of 2 Beavis and Butthead related shirts she sent me. I love when people don't understand that Beavis and Butthead is satire. That was one of the best episodes ever. Oh, man. That show. You know, I was washing dishes, and I would come home, and that would be on when I would get home from work. One summer. Hey, Gamer Veranza, how you doing? Welcome in. If you're having a good evening. I see that you have braces. I don't think it's not quite that pronounced. Finished up your Lego birthday stream and you're getting ready for bed. Well, I hope it was good. Happy birthday. Was it today? happy birthday. January people are the best people. It's scientifically proven.
Welcome to the Fart Zone.
Mirror, thank you so much. Oh my, we've already followed the stream, Maddie. That's
to the Fart Zone.
That's one way to go about
Fart
this. But
Zone.
I mean, did you know that you were showing up to the fart zone?
To the Fart Zone. To the Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone. 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 To the Fart Zone.
Oh, Ghost, dude, Ghost, you got rocked.
Chicken attack!
I love that sound though. That movie's so good. Mirror, how was your stream? What were you doing on stream? Were you crafting? Were you making music? Were you gaming? A little of everything. Hi, it's Dr. Dan. Hi, Valora. Hi, Ursa. Hi, everyone. And Tangela, hello. You detected the fart zone from outside the room. You're back and made it in time to provide Brian for the Raiders. Priorities, right? Thank you so much for your service, RC. Good, you were crocheting and getting some work done, so co-working. It can't happen twice, right? I don't know. Oh boy.
Chicken attack!
Oh man.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Mirror! Thank you, Ghost, for the 500 biddies. I think you hit the jackpot on that one. I don't know what that one costs normally. Welcome in, everybody. Mirror, thank you for your tier 3 resub for 37 flipping months. Yes. I was just sitting here thinking, it's kind of quiet. Maybe it might be time to go. And then you come in like this, and the reverb's still on, but that's fine. Do you know why? Because I'm going to do your rubber chicken squawks with reverb. That's right. All right. Raiders, if you've never been here before, you'll never tell me when reverb is on. If you've never been here before, when somebody has resubscribed, we squeeze the rubber chickens for the number of months that they've been subscribed. And if they're a tier 2, then they get 2 chickens. And if they're a tier 3, then they get 3 chickens. And Mirror Mask is a tier 3 subscriber, so we're gonna squeeze 3 rubber chickens, 37 flipping times. So you might want to turn the volume down or up. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I'm not your mom, but I've given you a warning. Ready and go! 37 so much. I got a Santa chicken from Flava. Thank you. 37 in a row.
This is not a
Yes.
train.
Oh
it's
my
a
God.
lamp and it's on fire.
Oh my gosh, that's a 58-month reset. That's 58 rubber chickens. Was good night, Seabus. Sleep well, friend. Thank you for stepping in. Everybody say night-nights to Seabus Rockstar. Awesome friend. Okay, ready? 58 rubber chicken squawks. Ready? This music is way too chill for this. It's way too chill. Nope. Nope. There we go. Ready, go! Oh, wait. No, wait. Wait. This song is, it's way too much, and I kind of love it. Oh my gosh. It's hardcore. Good night, Robot Wizard. Thank you so much, you guys. It's a 28% of level 3 hype train. And also, Robot Wizard, thank you so much. Thank you. Just thank you. I think you already know what I mean. Just thank you. We're very fortunate to have you as part of our community, and I really appreciate you and all of your support. Thank you so much. You helped make 2024 an awesome year. Thank you. If you complete a level 3 hype train with the reverb and everything, chat, with the reverb, I have to put on a onesie. I think there might be bad words in this song. Oh, wow. The electronic category has thousands of songs in it. Ads in approximately 3 minutes and less snooze. Okay. So 28% of a level 3 hype train. If you guys want me to put on a onesie, we need 1.5k bits or 3 gift subs. And I'm thinking of ways we can kind of restructure the whole thing. We do have a sub goal for a blanket giveaway. We have 2 different blanket designs in the 4th wall. So if you guys not if, but when we hit that goal, we'll do that giveaway. We also have my birthday and partnerversary coming up at the end of the month. So I totally understand if some of you are chilling out. We just had a big charity season too. So thank you for your support. I appreciate you. But the onesies at level 3, I'll do the jumping jacks if you guys complete a level 4. And we're 1,450 bits away from a sticker sheet giveaway if you use bits in the stream stickers. Thank you guys. Thank you for starting a hype train. I appreciate you. Mirror. What would you like for a sticky note, friend? Ty, thank you so much. You've been here and part of what we do for a really long time, pretty much since the beginning. And it really means a lot to me that you keep coming in here and resubscribing. It's pretty wild. I was thinking about you earlier too, because thank you guys for the hype train. I was thinking about you too because we were talking about pie. And I was thinking about the big Dolly Parton pie. All right, back to nice, calm, mellow crafting. Thank you guys for the hype train. The 25-pound pie, it's so good. It's an apple pie, right? You've got Insta and your website. You're so behind, though. Well, that's because you're often busy dedicating yourself to, charity stuff and working full time and. So don't you feel bad about that? I'm not very good about social media either. All right. So Mirror Masqueraders, if you've never been here before, I am 9.5 and I'm called that because I am missing half a finger on my right hand. A very bold restaurant coworker gave me this nickname many years ago. Thankfully for said coworker, I have an excellent sense of humor. You could say the nickname stuck, unlike the top half of my finger. We have ads. Yeah, I thought it said that you did a snooze. Oh, we'll wait. Mirror, what would you like for your sticky note, friend? Good night, Cranston. I hope that you have fun tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Thanks for all your help and just being awesome. Also, that picture of you with the pup in the Discord was really funny, really cute. Hi, Kid Angel. How you doing? Cheese. And we need to pick a sticky note for Golden Ninja. That's right. No worries. Please, 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 Mirror. Go and take care of yourself. Mirror Masqueraders, if you need to step away so you can, grab something to drink or eat or use the restroom or pet your animals or whatever, please make sure you're taking care of yourself. I am mostly a makers and crafting streamer. We do, like I said, a lot of charity stuff here. I am a mom of 3. I have 3 dogs, 2 cats, and I live in the Pacific Northwest with my husband. We own and operate a TTRPG, TCG, and comic book shop called Pantheon Comics and Games in St. Helens, Oregon. Been streaming for 6 years, and we're celebrating 2 years of partner at the end of this month. Oh, it's such a monster project, Kid Angel. It's going well. I mean, it's not difficult. It's just huge. The most difficult thing about it is how unwieldy it is because of how large it already is. Oh yeah, we are part of the Artists and Makers Club. Twitch has started the creator clubs, and the idea behind them is to give people who make content other than gaming space to network, and do have like seminars and all kinds of fun stuff like that. If you stream creative content or know somebody that does, and you haven't applied or they haven't applied to the club yet, please encourage them to do so. It's a really awesome resource, and we just want to help as many people who do art and crafting content on the platform succeed as is humanly possible. We did a holiday raid train, which I was unable to help with planning this time around, but Pix and Imperial and Julie knocked it out of the park. I was able to jump on the train at the last minute. We're also participating tomorrow in the Twitch Unity Guild's holiday raid train, and we'll be doing a little quick fun charity campaign for Toys for Tots. I am a member of the Women's Guild. There's the Women's Guild, Black Guild, Latin Guild, and Pride Guild. The guilds and the clubs have a similar sort of mission, but with a different focus behind them. Unity guilds are about helping to promote people who have traditionally had less opportunities in entertainment and content creation due to belonging to marginalized groups, whereas the creator clubs are just focused on, what kind of content do you make? Okay, cool. Well, let's, link a bunch of people up on that basis. And our charity team, Team Quirky Cluckers, wrapped up our creative season. We do a lot of different things here. Very busy. And that's why I'm so behind on sending things out, including I need to get the Steam codes out to people. I should probably be asking for help with that. Terrifically bad at asking for help a lot of the time. Yeah. I can't seem to get this strand of yarn. There we go. Oh, geez. See, I knew it. I knew I was going to drag my microphone down with this thing. This blanket is so huge already. Sorry about that. We're on row 103. Yeah, I kind of have like a system with it, but it wouldn't be hard to explain it because, so I have all the codes in a spreadsheet, and then, you need to make sure that you indicate they've been given out to someone. So I just keep it sorted based on does it have something next to the column I added for how did I send the code to the person? Because if it says that I sent it to them. Donna, what is going on? Mix It Up. Every once in a while, there's maybe something to do with the API.
Welcome.
There
to
it
the Fart
is. It just
Zone.
took a second. Donna, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, readers.
Fart
Welcome to the
Zone.
Fart Zone. How's it going?
To the
How was
Fart
your
Zone.
stream?
Welcome to the Fart Zone. To the Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone. To the Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone. To the Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone. To the Fart Zone. To the Fart Zone.
It's so hard to do it on PC now. It's not fair.
Chicken attack!
Donna, I hope you had a good stream. Thank you so much for bringing people here, even though we fart zone you. You were lurking the other day and your wife walked in the room just as this was being spammed and you were like, I'm not doing it. Lots of pyro. Hi, welcome in. Donna, thank you. I don't know what you were up to. If you want to pick a sticky for my desk, let me know. I'll be happy to put a sticky on my desk for you. Oh, Donna, thank you. You're so nice. Thanks for the steak in the dryer biddies, Donna. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Let me know what you'd like for a sticky note. Tell us what you were up to, and let us know if there's a link you'd like to. Actually, you go right ahead because you have a sub badge. You can post whatever you'd like. Sea of Thieves, and you had a really good time tonight. Awesome. Very good. Oh, cool. There's your extra life. Fantastic. Do you know Bread for Kids, Donna? And there's your Starlight. Yeah, we love Bread. He's just a super sweet person, and his whole channel is just 100% charity, and he hit 20K lifetime. Well, he works for Stream Readers for Captain TV, so we've gotten to know him quite well over the years. But you know, I just have mad respect for him because everything that comes through his channel goes to Extra Life, every last penny. Like whatever payout he receives, any money that comes through his channel to him, he just donates it right to Extra Life. I think it was lifetime, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was just for last year. 2024 campaign put you at 20K. They already gave you your 10K coin. Oh, that's awesome. That's nice that they help you commemorate like that. Insta and website. Yes, we actually also just got a raid from another Starlight supporter. It seemed like maybe the message was cut off there, Kid Angel. I wasn't sure what you were trying to say, and I did mean to ask you about that. Miro repeated your message. Did you get accepted, Kid Angel? I thought you did. sent you a rug for crying out loud. Oh, awesome. But yeah, Donna also fundraises for Starlight and a bunch of other charities. So please make sure you give our friend Donna a follow, which is Keyboard60, and then also Mirror Mask, who is a Starlight ambassador and has also done St. Jude and all kinds of cool stuff, and donated some crocheted items for our auction, and that's what I'm making this for, is for an auction winner. And so did Donna. Donna also, both of them did not fundraise with our team, but very generously donated items. So you are part of the team. Thank you. Thank you for helping Team Quirky Cluckers raise money for St. Jude. You guys are awesome. 2 people in a row who did stuff for the auction. Two very wee campaigns still open from last year. Child's Play. Is that another one of the orgs that brings gaming and stuff like that to kiddos? What does Child's Play do? And ACLU, yeah. It's just awesome to have so many multi-talented, people and willing to do things like get dressed up like Bowser and play the harp and Donna does a bunch of a lot of challenges and stuff in Minecraft, and it's pretty great. But also does some crafting and stuff. Donates the items. Child's Play is the game provider. They specialize in putting games into kids' hands no matter where they are. They provide services to your Extra Life Hospital, matter of fact. Awesome. Well, the accident that cost me the top half of my finger in 1983 had some really unfortunate after effects. I ended up with a lifelong infection and with a life-threatening infection and a month-long hospital stay. Life-threatening infection and a month-long hospital stay in order to clear the infection completely. My mom recognized that I was really in a bad way, took me back to the hospital, and they said, yeah, she has a real nasty bacterial infection. So IV antibiotics and observation for me for a month, and that really stinks. And it's just the boredom, man. I didn't have any of my comfy clothes, none of my toys. So organizations like Child's Play, like Starlight, they bring gaming and crafts and toys and all kinds of healthy, positive distractions to kiddos so they can have something to do while they're stuck in the hospital. It's really hard. Maybe it's regular treatments for cancer, or maybe it's a really bad injury, whatever the reason. It just helps pass the time, and the VR and stuff can actually help distract kids from really uncomfortable procedures. Osteomyelitis is no joke, yeah. Crochet, enjoy your snooze. Thanks for being here. Okay, we're on row 104. And we're going to keep making this blanket bigger and bigger for the next 36 rows. 140 is the halfway point. Oh yeah, that's right. I can do this. The Seas Candy storefront opens up January 10th. Oh, right on. Please make sure you post in the Discord about that, Donna, when it's ready. You need to reach out to set up the Panda Express days, too. What's the blanket going to look like at the end? Lots of pyro. This is the chart I'm working from. I don't care about Valentine's Day, but I like chocolate. I love chocolate, in fact. I love chocolate, and chocolate with hazelnut is my favorite. Although I'll take almonds. I like dried fruit in there too, or like, dehydrated, like raspberries or cherries. Peanut butter and chocolate, hazelnut and chocolate. Those are my favorite. When I had my baby shower at work, at the last restaurant job that I had before the pandemic, before I stopped working in restaurants. Yep. Oh God, I love the Ritter Sport bars with the whole hazelnuts in them. Like too much. I could eat that whole bar in one sitting. I do love the peanut butter cups too, but Ritter Sport bars, man, or the ones with the biscuits in them. Oh, they're so good. They have the one with bits of pretzel. Yep. Yeah, I often do end up eating the whole thing. Sometimes I'm good and I save half for later, but I usually end up eating it later in the day. Cornflakes are pretty. The cornflake ones are really good. Yeah, they have too many good choices, too. It's just ridiculous. Your local grocery store, December 31st, remains of Christmas. January 1st, closed. January 2nd, Valentine's stuff. Are you kidding me? Some of the stores around here had Valentine's Day stuff out before Christmas was even over. Here, I can show you. Yeah, it's been a pleasure to work on. It's a nice change from amigurumis. I love amigurumi, don't get me wrong. They're great. But it's like I don't want to do the same things, the same kinds of things. Over and over again. right. You know what? I'm going to be good. Speaking of... Going night-night. I'm not scheming. What do you mean? All right, tomorrow we are doing Twitch Unity Guilds, Holiday Raid Train. So why don't we read into the train? Let me find out who is the current stop on the train. And if you can leave a lurk up, it is so helpful. This has been a really fun, we read into the train not long ago. Oh, wow. Oh, that's fantastic. That's so awesome. Lots of pyro. That's amazing. How sweet is that? We raffled off a quilt that was made from a bunch of different t-shirts from all through the years of high school band to benefit our high school band. That's a lovely idea. That's such a sweet thing to do. Okay. And also, hey, our friend Gray Overcast Art has been working really hard on this cross-guild Unity Guilds raid train. Please make sure you're following our friend Gray Overcast Art, who's done a lot to help people, be able to network and, find out. Uh-oh. Well, this person's not live. Let's see. I'm not sure who is. Let's see, where's the schedule? Because they were posting in all right, so it is Friday, January 3rd. I think I found it. Oh, and we are playing some Fort. Brenda, she, her Mexicana variety streamer. Been streaming since August of 23 and it's something that she really enjoys doing. Gaming since she was a kid. Brother and her used to spend hours together playing video games such as Ocarina of Time, Super Mario Brothers, Mario Sunshine, etc. And that's where her love of gaming started. She enjoys almost any kind of games, but some of her old and current favorites are Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, Valorant, and Palia. Some quick fun facts about her. Her favorite color is pink. Her favorite food is pepperoni pizza. She speaks Spanish fluently and has a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel named Bentley and a cat named Molly. Aw. Very cool. Oh, yay. I love it. Sounds fantastic. All right, we're going to read over there. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys so much. Ford never heard of that game. I'm going to be responsible, go to bed, and I'm going to get up super early. You might even see me on as early as like 6 in the morning if I can get myself to go to sleep right away. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. And there is absolutely zero pressure with this fundraiser. I even considered participating in the train and not. Will I troll pics on? I don't know what that means. I absolutely would love to raise some money for Toys for Tots. We have done, no matter how much we raise tomorrow, I want you to know this up front. I'm proud of us. We've done a lot for charity in the last like year or so. So any amount that you can donate will help. And it's a great cause. But I'm just not wanting anyone to feel any pressure. Pix is doing, oh, right. The 18th is the Fortnite. I can't keep track of everything in my head. My brain does not work like that. Unfortunately, it's very hard. Unless I say it out loud, write it, type it. Like things have to be written out or spoken out loud several times for me to be able to remember them off the top of my head when it comes to dates. I'm very bad at that sort of thing. All right, you guys, thank you so much. We're reading Brenda, Brenda, BRNDH. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Drop a follow, say hello, get to know a new friend. Thanks for everything you do for me. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me that you guys all hang out and support the way that you do. And I'm gonna see if this actually works. I'm using a different credits thing. We'll see if it actually works. Ooh, yeah, it looks like it's gonna work. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, mods. I might want to do it a little bit earlier. Thanks for all the support that you've shown. See, it's rolling on the website, but it's not roll. Okay, come on. Do it on the OBS. There it goes. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs and the resubs. And for all the cheers and the raids and mods. You guys are the best. Please do something nice for yourselves between now and the next time that I see you. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it live. Self-care is super important. And you are absolutely worth it. I'll see you guys over there. Thank you. Good night.